All right, if you love Portuguese wine, I've got a little secret for you. You've probably already tasted one of its biggest superstar grapes, and you just didn't know it. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this unsung hero, the grape that is the absolute soul of so many iconic bottles. Let's get into it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Quick quiz. What's the #1 most planted red grape in all of Portugal? Seriously, what's the first name that pops into your head? You got it?
Okay, so if you said Touriga Nacional, well, you're not wrong. That's the famous one, for sure. It gets all the attention, but it is not the most planted. Nope. The real king of the vineyard, when you look at how much is actually grown, is something else entirely.
And that, my friends, is Touriga Franca. This grape is the workhorse, the solid foundation. Really, it's the secret ingredient that makes some of Portugal's greatest wines shine.
And I'm not just saying that. It's official. #1, Touriga Franca is, by a long shot, the most planted red grape in Portugal. So while Touriga Nacional is out there getting all the press, all the fame, it's Touriga Franca that's quietly and completely ruling the vineyards.
So how do you even compare the two? Well, think of it like a rock band. Touriga Nacional, that's your dazzling lead singer, the one in the spotlight with all the power and charisma. But Touriga Franca, that's the brilliant songwriter in the background. It's the one writing the incredible melodies, adding that elegance, that freshness, those beautiful floral and spice aromas. It brings in these fine, silky tannins instead of just brute force. It's what makes the whole thing a masterpiece.
And that amazing talent for creating balance and harmony? It's exactly why Touriga Franca is so crucial to Portugal's most famous wine of all, port. I mean, this grape is literally the backbone of that iconic drink. We're talking for centuries here. Touriga Franca has been an absolutely essential piece of the puzzle for those legendary fortified port wines. It's not just something they throw in. It's fundamental. It provides that critical structure, those complex aromas, and the balance that makes these wines world famous. And hey, it's just as important in all those amazing dry red wines coming out of the Douro Valley, too.
So what exactly is it bringing to the blend? You get these beautiful, complex floral aromas. Think violet, rock rose. It gives the wine this solid but still elegant structure. The tannins are fine, they're silky. But you know what the real secret weapon is? It's that balanced acidity. That's what gives the wine its freshness and allows it to age so incredibly well, sometimes for decades.
But to get all those amazing characteristics into the bottle, this grape has to go on a pretty epic journey. So let's talk about its path, from these incredibly rugged slopes all the way to your glass. Okay, picture this. The journey starts in the Douro Valley, which is just breathtakingly beautiful, but also super tough. The vines are literally clinging to these crazy steep terraces, they call them socolcos, that are carved right into this rocky, schisty soil. It's this dramatic, sun-baked landscape that forges the grape's unique character. It has to be tough to survive here.
All right, from the vineyard, the journey moves into the winery. And first things first, because of those insane slopes, you can't get a machine up there. Everything has to be harvested by hand, super meticulous. Then they do a careful maceration. That's just soaking the skins to get all that great color and flavor without making it too harsh. Fermentation is kept cool and controlled, to hang on to those delicate floral scents. And then, for a lot of these wines, the final step is aging in oak barrels, which really smooths everything out and adds this whole other layer of complexity. It's a real craft.
Okay, so we've covered the dramatic backstory. We know where it grows and how it's made. But the big question is, what does it taste like? Let's break down the flavors you'll actually find in the glass. So when you get a glass of this stuff in your hand, what should you be looking for? On the nose, you're going to get a lot of dark fruit. Think plum, blackberry, but the real signature, the thing that makes you go, aha, that's Touriga Franca, is the floral side. You get these beautiful violet and rock rose notes. And there's usually a nice little hint of spice too, like black pepper or cinnamon. And oh, if you're lucky enough to try an older bottle, it just gets better. Those flavors transform into these rich, savory notes of cocoa and tobacco. Just fantastic.
Now, what do you eat with it? This is the fun part, because this wine is a total rock star with food. It's so food-friendly. Because it has that great structure and acidity, it's just perfect for richer dishes. Try it with some salty, cured Portuguese cheese, amazing. Got some grilled red meat or lamb? The tannins in the wine will just slice right through that richness. Or if you're going for a big, hearty stew, this wine has more than enough backbone to stand right up to it.
But here's the thing. The story doesn't stop at the Portuguese border. Not anymore. This secret superstar is finally starting to go global, getting the recognition it's always deserved and finding some really cool new homes all over the world.
I mean, look, Portugal is obviously still its dominant home base. But check this out. It's starting to pop up in some really interesting places. It's showing huge promise down in Australia, and you've got winemakers in the US and South Africa who are just now starting to figure out how awesome this grape can be. It's really starting to emerge.
So why is this happening now? Well, a huge part of it is just how incredibly resilient this grape is. Touriga Franca is tough. It naturally fights off common problems in the vineyard like rot and mildew. Plus, it's super adaptable to different climates, and it really doesn't mind the heat. Now think about that. In a world dealing with climate change, having a grape like this is a game changer. It's a reliable, sustainable, and frankly, a very smart choice for winemakers everywhere.
And that really brings us full circle. This grape is just the perfect blend of a rich legacy and a super promising future. It's got all that deep, incredible history of Portuguese wine baked right into it. But its tough, versatile nature means it's perfectly built for the future of wine around the globe. So, the next time you're looking at a bottle, look for that name. And when you see it, you'll know you're looking at the real story, Portugal's true #1.